Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Before we dive into today's topic, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ever since Triple H took over the creative direction of WWE's main roster, the company has gone through a series of notable changes. One of the most recognizable traits of his booking style has been the frequent use of heel and face turns to refresh characters and keep storylines engaging. Now, it appears we might be on the verge of another major character shift, this time involving none other than Sami Zayn, one of the most beloved babyfaces in the modern WWE era. Zayn, a 7-time WWE champion across multiple divisions, recently endured a brutal assault at the hands of Braun Breaker during the latest episode of Raw. As a result of the storyline beatdown, WWE officially announced that Zayn is out of action indefinitely. While this could be a temporary injury angle, it may also set the stage for something more long-term. There's a growing belief within WWE that once Zayn is medically cleared, he could return with a significantly different persona, a darker, more aggressive heel version of himself. Even though Zayn's run as a babyface has been quite popular, particularly during the peak of the Bloodline storyline in 2022, his momentum has somewhat fizzled out since then. His character has been portrayed as someone who constantly struggles to do the right thing, often falling short in high-stakes situations. This has led to several big match losses, which in turn have eroded his standing as a top-tier competitor. Some fans even see him now as a worn-down veteran who can't quite break through anymore. A heel turn could reinvigorate his character, letting Zayn tap into his frustration and channel it into a more vicious, calculated role. He could set his sights on Raw's top babyfaces like CM Punk or Jey Uso, launching him into fresh rivalries that reignite interest in his work. Interestingly, the crowd reaction during the attack by Braun Breaker didn't suggest total sympathy for Zayn. In fact, many fans were seen cheering Breaker's dominance, possibly signaling that they're ready for a new version of Zayn. Triple H might have to lean into the shift in audience sentiment and embrace the opportunity to turn Zayn heel. The timing makes sense, especially when you consider that Karrion Kross has been slowly chipping away at Zayn's moral compass in recent weeks. Kross has a track record of psychologically altering his opponents, turning them into darker, more ruthless versions of themselves. This phenomenon has even been dubbed the Karrion Kross effect. If this storyline with Kross doesn't eventually lead to a meaningful transformation for Zayn, then it could severely damage Kross's own credibility. It's essential for WWE to get some payoff from this feud. If not, fans will inevitably question why so much time and energy were spent on a rivalry that didn't lead anywhere significant. That kind of creative dead end would hurt both superstars involved. With that in mind, Triple H may feel that he's boxed in creatively and that turning Zayn heel is the only viable path forward. Another layer to this situation is Sami Zayn's own desire to become a world champion. At 40 years old, he has been in WWE for years and still hasn't captured that elusive top title. Perhaps he has started to realize that his current path, defined by sticking to his morals and playing the underdog, just isn't working anymore. Karrion Kross's manipulations may begin to sink in as Zayn reflects on his failures and setbacks. Historically, Triple H's booking has rewarded heel characters with significant title opportunities. Just look at Drew McIntyre, Gunther, and Damian Priest. Each one embraced a more ruthless persona and was pushed into the title scene. Zayn could follow that same formula, becoming a cunning villain who's willing to do anything to win. At the same time, WWE has been leaning hard into the heroic babyface narrative. Cody Rhodes finishing the story and Jey Uso overcoming impossible odds are just two recent examples. These underdog triumphs have become familiar, maybe even predictable. So a storyline that flips the script, where the underdog turns heel to chase his dreams, would offer fans something fresh. That might be exactly what Triple H needs right now as he continues to redefine WWE under his leadership. Behind the scenes, there's another major story brewing. One of WWE's most decorated superstars, a 7-time champion, has been absent for months following a serious injury sustained at a premium live event earlier this year. His return is reportedly close, and there are major discussions underway about reinventing his character. This superstar has long been one of WWE's most reliable performers, known not only for his in-ring ability but also for his influence backstage. His connection with fans has always been strong, but his time away has caused his character to cool off significantly. As a result, WWE is reportedly viewing his return as the perfect moment for a creative reboot. Since taking over creative duties, Triple H has focused on long-term storytelling, character development, and allowing wrestlers to connect with the audience in more authentic ways. Still, even he may have to face the difficult reality that this legendary superstar's current gimmick has lost its edge. The challenge is delicate: change the character too much, and risk alienating longtime fans. Keep it the same, and you risk boredom and declining interest. WWE is exploring several options. One is a complete character reset that strips away the bravado and replaces it with a more grounded, gritty personality. Another idea is pairing the returning star with a new faction or manager to keep some of the original character intact while giving it a modern twist. There's even talk of a shocking heel turn, one that pits him directly against a major fan favorite in a high-stakes feud. Fan response to the possibility of a reinvention has been mixed. Some are excited, others are cautious. Speculation is everywhere on social media, fan forums, even within the WWE locker room. Some fans think he'll return to feud with Seth Rollins, others are predicting CM Punk. There are even whispers of Drew McIntyre being involved. Each scenario would require a unique version of this returning star, making it even harder for WWE to finalize their creative direction. There are hints that WWE is already preparing for multiple outcomes. Promos are reportedly being filmed in secret, and new merchandise options are being developed to reflect potential character changes. WWE doesn't want to rush this return. If anything, they want it to feel like a major event that sets the tone for the second half of 2025, including the Road to Survivor Series and beyond. Triple H and the creative team are said to be watching fan feedback closely before making any final decisions. This returning star is reportedly being consulted directly in the process, as is often the case with WWE legends who have a long track record of success. Collaboration between talent and creative is a key part of Triple H's regime, and the hope is that this approach will lead to a return that feels both respectful to the character's legacy and exciting to today's audience. Some insiders believe that this injury hiatus could actually be a blessing in disguise. It offers a rare chance to press the reset button and bring back a familiar face in an entirely new light. Whether it's a slow build through cryptic vignettes or a sudden, dramatic return, WWE seems determined to make this comeback a memorable one. In the meantime, there have been subtle hints about the return. During recent live events, eagle-eyed fans have noticed background graphics or offhand comments by commentators that appear to allude to this superstar. This slow-burn approach to storytelling is classic Triple H, using small details to build anticipation. And while there's still no confirmed date for the return, what's certain is that when it happens, it will not be business as usual. WWE wants this comeback to serve as a blueprint for how to handle returning legends in a way that doesn't feel like a retread. Whether this superstar ends up on Raw, SmackDown, or makes his presence felt at a major event like SummerSlam, the expectation is clear: this return will shake things up. WWE is taking its time, and rightfully so. A poorly handled comeback could damage the star's legacy, but a well-executed reinvention could cement his place in a new era of WWE. If Triple H and his creative team can navigate these waters successfully, it could become one of the most talked about moments of the year and a defining achievement of his time in charge. The road to reinvention is full of risks, but if done right, the payoff could be huge. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our TeleW official YouTube channel for more updates.